Okay, what we're going to talk about tonight is the very basis of attraction. This is the trick to attracting just about any woman you want. Now, attraction, you can't have attraction, you can't fuck up. It's attraction,
you know what?
comfort, and then seduction. There's certain things you do in the attraction stage that if you're in the attraction stage, if you move into the comfort stage, it's like you do this stage of attraction and then you switch to a different game. You got 3 different types of game. You got attraction, you got the comfort game, which is just basically sitting and talking and being yourself and building rapport. That's all it is. Here's how it goes. Here's you, and this is the person that you are. This is called inner game. The person that you are is called your inner game. Now on the outside of the inner game is the outer game. Okay? Inner game is the person you are, it's being yourself. Generally it's what attracts women to you. And it's being yourself totally free without a thought of getting any woman. You don't care if you get them. You're who you are, and that's the way it is. Fuck it. Okay? But then you got outer game. This comes along once you got the girl attracted. And that's touching and like when you start going into the comfort level, that's like we was talking about earlier with body language, like waiting for her to show interest, show interest with body language. It's something called kino escalation. Start touching her on her arm when you're talking to her, and you'll keep moving up and you'll keep escalating, and you'll watch with the calibration that we look for. When you touch, if you see her get a little uncomfortable, you back up. You just back up and you roll off. Like if you touch her and she kind of does this, you just roll off, walk away. Just don't go forward, just walk right here. You're talking to her and she's right here. You're touching her and she does this. As soon as she does that, you just turn. And then you like, hey, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Just like that. It's all about her comfort level. That's the reason that we flake them, because they're uncomfortable with us. We go too far, too fast. You know what I mean? It's an escalating thing. You escalate from the moment of talking to an escalation. And this can be done within 30 minutes if you know what you're doing. If you get real good at it, you can be kissing a girl that you just first met in like 30 minutes. But this, I'm going to show you what, this is about body language. And I'm going to show you what the difference between you being attractive and being not attractive.
You want to pull?
No, I'm doing a video.
Oh.
My seduction videos. I got to get out and approach. I want to get out and do some approaches, but I'm stuck here at the house. This is all theory. I don't know.
I know, but I'm going to bed in 10 minutes, so I think I'll get it.
Okay. This is all theory. This is all theory that I know. I've done a little bit of practice with it. Used it once to get laid. And it worked. Kissed 2 girls one night. Kissed 2 girls one night at a party. Right in front. One was on this side and the other one was on this side. And it fucking works, dude. But this is, and women, if y'all have a problem with this, here's the thing. We're human beings. We're sexual beings. We like sex. You like to get fucked. We like to do the fucking. That's just the way it is, man. If you get offended at this, look, it's human nature. I'm just talking about human nature. Our society says that we can't talk about this. That's it. Fuck that. It's the truth. You like to get fucked. We love fucking you. You like to be touched. We love to do the touching. We like to hold you in our arms, smell you, look in your eyes, that look. Oh, my fucking God. But anyways, here we go. I'm going to show you the difference in body language, which makes you 10 times more attractive. You watch a woman, it's the same way, guys. You look at a woman, and imagine a woman standing the way I'm going to stand, and imagine the 2 differences. And when you see it, you're like, yeah, that makes sense. That's how we look at them. Same thing, same thing. But we do shit and we don't know we're doing it because we feel not confident. I'm going to show you how a confident person stands and how somebody that's not confident stands. And if you can remember, even if you're uncomfortable as fuck, you can be uncomfortable as hell, but just pay attention to what your body's doing. Stand there and be uncomfortable in your head, but look like you're comfortable. The most comfortable person in the room is the most attractive person in the room. So wherever you go, just remember, people are always thinking, what is these people thinking about me? If you're the only guy there that don't give a shit, if you know that everybody's thinking that way about what people are perceiving of them, then you won't care, because you're like, hey, I could just walk through here because everybody's thinking that. You know what I mean? Everybody's thinking that. Nobody's looking at me. Everybody's worried about how the other people are looking at them. That's how it really is. But here's the difference in body language. Now most guys, when they'll come up and talk to a girl, either they're too strong, like we was talking about earlier, without they show interest before the girl does, or they're like this, or they're like this. You know, see, they're closed off. If you're at a bar and you got a beer in your hand, never use this abstract. Never hold a beer up here. Never hold a cup up here. Never put your hands in your pockets. Keep your hands out of your pockets. If you're going to put your hands in your pockets, put them in your back pockets. Okay, now watch. This is, to a woman, this is guarded. You know, you got something to hide. But if you put your cup down here and you're walking like this, and you lean back. If one comes up to talk to you, don't lean in. Lean back. Like you got your own space. And when you're talking to her, you're talking, you're like, hey, you know, what's up with you? You know what I mean? It ain't like, let me prove myself to her. You're like, hey, what's up with you? That's what it's all about. Let me move a little closer. You're like, hey, what's up with you? Now, if you think about it, guys, if you see a woman standing like this, you know, I don't care if you imagine me as a girl right now, but look, you know, look how much sexier she looks. But if a woman's standing like this, it's the same thing, man. It's the same thing. So, just watch your body language. And walking. I mean, when you walk, put a little swagger in your step, man. You know what I mean? You don't look goofy putting some swagger in your step. Now, if you walk fast, and walk slow. You know, walk slow like you're walking through a field of daisies, man. Just smelling, taking in the air. You know what I mean? It's your space. It's your world. It's nobody else's but your own. Another thing too, like your voice, your speech patterns. You hear me talking fast because I'm excited about what I'm talking about. But when you talk, you don't put some rhythm. Put some rhythm in your voice. Be like, yeah, I know. Talking to women is like talking to little girls. Now, if you talk to a little girl like this, you're going to freak that little girl out. But if you're like, hey, how you doing? You know what I mean? You know, they love that shit. They eat it up. Eat it up like candy. Little girls, I mean, women are just like little girls. I mean, if you can imagine all women as little girls, but, you know, not that way. But, you know, like when you're talking to them and stuff, like, just talk to them like, if you can get yourself back to when you were 12 years old and you didn't give a shit about girls, you teased them, this, that, and the other, and you ran around acting crazy. That's you before you hit puberty and before you went through all them insecurities, before you stacked on all them insecurities. That's you, man. You was wild and you was free. And that, if you can get yourself back to that, then you're more attractive than you've ever been. And that's the way it is, man. And if you're stupid, be stupid. You know what I mean? And don't talk like, don't sit around like if you're having a conversation with them, don't do stuff like, don't ask them question after question after question after question. If you say, hey, you know where you work at? I work at Subway. No shit, they got the nastiest fucking food there. You know what I mean? And she might, well, I think I like the food. I don't, but you're cool. You seem kind of cool. But what, you know, what's your aspirations? What do you know? Get her to start qualifying herself to you. What's your aspirations? You know, what do you plan on doing after Subway? You know what I'm saying? Blah blah blah, shit like that. You know what I mean? It's all about being who you are, knowing who you are, and knowing that you're not gonna settle for anything less than a good woman, a good one that just, you know, she looks at you with them eyes and those, when you kiss those lips and that smell and then just you know what I mean? There it is, and we'll talk at you later.